EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
To kick off for the Falcons.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, check Mike, 27. Back north. 27.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got room. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Mike, 58, right there. Yo. 21. 58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike. I'm coming after you. Hey, 58.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. Rodgers now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
First down.
Blue 58. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, check.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. That's complete to Smith.
Ryan's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Hill. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Let's get off the field, D. Hey, sprint plans. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. 21. Check 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Good. 11. Gun. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. You don't want none, baby. Check. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. It's a foot race.
Oh, you got to feel it,
20,
baby.
10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Atlanta. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Ready. 22. 54 Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check. Hey, sprint plans.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's not going to get me. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's get up.
Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Matt Ryan.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
11. Slam.
Now Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On second down, Hill. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Cut. Check safety, check safety.
Gun.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Here's Ryan to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ito Smith, his first carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Check 9.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check.
54's Mike. Check.
To throw is Ryan. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and that's going to make it 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
50's the Mike.
Push him back.
Check.
Hey, check.
39.
Mike 50. Watch the
51, sub.
Check 43.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Ryan's pass intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's going to be a long day. Mike 46. You can't block me.
25. Check 25. Under 10. 10.
Check 99. Kill.
Zebra.
Following the interception, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Mike 27.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's 3rd down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Big stop, let's go. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm coming. Yellow. What is that? 27, check, Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. That's taken on the 25. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming.
To throw again, Ryan. And this is incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Give me some. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. No chance.
40's
Gun.
40's a Mike.
I'm trying to collect.
On third down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Check Mike 27. It's been a long day for you.
On first and 10, Cousins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Two. Mike 27, Mike 27. Run.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 31 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
I don't think you got it, son. 45's the mic. I got you, pop. I got you.
Trying the power game with Ham. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Easy. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
54's Mike. Check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check pass. Hey, Steamer. Mike 27.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You better bring it. Mike 27.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Hunt, 180. Check, Mike 27. Hey, check. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Check pass.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 27, Mike 300, Mike 27. Go. Rush in. Check three.
Play fake. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, keep it up.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So
keep going, keep running, man.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 34 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride him maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Check.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
It's a party now. Gun.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
42-yard line.
Back 25. Check.
I'm here all day. Mike's 5'4".
Base.
All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
Hey, watch that. Get up. Wait. 51. Pick it up.
Again, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Mike's 54. Base. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Now Ryan on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Alert three.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
26-yard line.
Turn up. 36.
Hey, can't.
To throw is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Check 50.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And fights through one man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Minnesota.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The Vikings, 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Cook, the Vikings.
A gain of 3, second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the 36, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First down, Vikings.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Throwing here, Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. Third down here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, Cousins. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Dan Bailey on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down to the right side and complete to Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And that is taken in by Hurst. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go, D. Mike's 50. Got Mike's 54. All day, baby. All day. Hey, wait. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
On first down, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 39 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
45. Mike, 45.
It's our time. This is our time, guys. Hey, Ringo, 48. What's that?
Cousins now from the 50. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Cousins here to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cousins completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Check 4, check 4. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Cousins escaping the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
On the 6-yard line.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Ready, blue 80, blue 80. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Tighten up, tighten up.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score, Vikings 20.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now, there's 2 sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. A first carry now. This is Hill. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 25.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
20. You ain't going nowhere.
58's the mic.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
17 yards. 1st down, Packers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. Hold.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mike 27. Mike. Hey, check 26. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
6-yard line.
Hey, check. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Looking downfield for Jones.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss,
Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 33 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On Boston on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mild.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
54, south.
Here's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will extend their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Rodgers now on 1st down. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Rodgers pass.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
The carry here for their big tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers get a score closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Falcons 21, Packers 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
13 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throw left side, complete. It's Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 57 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Crosby with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now Ryan on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Have some of this.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
You thought you had
Rodgers
it.
intercepted the third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sterling kickoff for the Falcons.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Rodgers pass.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Caught on the right side by Adams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play. The offense has had its moments, too. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
51's Mike. 21. All day, baby, all day. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do. But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again. Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers, letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
For the extra point.
And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 42 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Again, Ryan. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Scantling. Incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. One final try now for Rodgers. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Mike 51. Crunch time, defense.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Watch the safety creep.
Check, 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 check.
Shift, shift.
Gun.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, Mike, come on.
Throwing again. Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's baby soft.
51's Mike. Mike's 51.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a pickup of 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1-yard line.
Right now, you better bring it. Gun.
On first down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
51's the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Here we go. Wait for the end.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
To throw again, Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mike 51. Hey, South. We own them. We own them. Let it go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? It got his man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 98 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make them. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Throwing again, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and it's third down. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Buccaneers 14, Falcons 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 25-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. We ain't giving up.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he finds a man on the crossing route. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 75 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
His kick is good.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Brady will try again on second down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. 20. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Wait, that 53.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Mike 27, Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Brady again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Falcons' 2-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Buccaneers 28, Falcons 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Tom Brady sacked.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The final shot before half for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st down.
Brady to throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Over the middle here to Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike. Hey.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
QB's trash. Let's go. Check. Gun. 39.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On play action, now Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I'm coming after you. Mike 27, alert.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 43 yards. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Wait, set. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Falcons 28.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on. Wait. 51's the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
Let's go, B. Let's go.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Come to my. Hey, South. We want it. Come to my world. Right here. Let's go.
2nd down and goal. Ryan looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Hey,
3rd
59,
and goal.
We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Come on. Mike 25.
They go play action now. Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. William Golston drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
11.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
You don't want it. 53, Linda. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Alert!
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey,
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. That one good for 26 and a first down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deion Jones, he's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27, 150.
Brady going to look to throw. Incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Hey, South, you can't block me. Get up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Booyah! And it's a pick 6. He brings it back.